Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to Glenn Lundy and the Rise and Grind, a little bit late edition. We're just going to call this the little bit late edition. And maybe it's more than just a little bit late. Maybe it's a 48-minute late edition of the Rise and Grind. But before we get into that, how is our picture quality today? We set up some new software stuff. We set up some new audio stuff, and I just want to make sure that our picture quality is good. Throw me some likes if the video quality is good. Let me know in the comments if the video quality is good, or do me a share or something and let me know that you can hear me and that you can see me, and then we'll get this thing going. Good morning, sir. Good morning, Jason Barnett. There's Stephanie Toadvine. She's throwing some likes in there. Appreciate that. Benjamin's in here. Darrell's in here. Dolly Mitchell is in here. And I've got a treat for you guys this morning. Boy, do I have a treat for you this morning. Everything is good, Stephanie says. Okay, cool. Good morning, Benjamin Thompson. Good morning. Man, you guys, I'm going to let you know that I am just a little bit under the weather, just a hair under the weather today. I went to bed. You think you're stuck, Dolly Mitchell says. What's up, RC Head? I'm a little bit under the weather this morning. I just felt last night I didn't feel great as I was going to bed. And so I might sound a little bit harsh, might sound a little bit harsh this morning. But interesting. I've got a story for you guys. So I decided that we were going to do, oh, what's up, Uncle Al? I decided that we were going to do the Rise and Grind last week, because I'm always getting up at 4:50, and I had a little window between 5:30 and 5:45. Good morning, Stacy. A little window between 5:30 and 5:45 where I could do a show called The Rise and Grind, and I figured I could spend 15 minutes with you guys in the morning, jumping on, having some good things to say, and maybe some motivational, maybe some that kind of stuff, some spiritual stuff. And I thought it was a great opportunity to pull people together, have some accountability, have accountability as far as you waking up, have some accountability as far as me waking up. And so I thought creating the show, The Rise and Grind, would be awesome. So we put this together and we put it out there in Facebook land, and I made the commitment to you guys, and you guys have been making the commitment to me to rise and grind and pop up at 5:30 a.m. Now, along the way, we've had some technical difficulties. We've had some video issues that we had to worry about. We had some audio issues that we had to worry about, but I think I got that rectified. Let's just make sure. Are you guys still seeing and hearing me clearly? Can you see and hear me clearly? If so, throw up some likes or throw up a comment. Doug and them are on their way to Michigan. Nice. So can you guys see and hear me clearly? Okay, a couple likes. Okay, there goes some likes. All right, so you guys can still see and hear me clearly. Okay, so I decided I was going to create this show and hold myself accountable. And my biggest fear, my biggest fear of the whole thing is, okay, hey man, you get up every day at 4:50, so I guess your biggest fear would be that you tell all these people that you're going to be there for them at 5:30 and then you don't show up. You know what I mean? That was my biggest fear about creating this whole show. And so that I worried about it, but I thought, there's nothing to worry about. I always get up. It's easy. And so got everything set up. We got the new modem set up. We got the new Wi-Fi set up. We ran the feed last night so that we could do some tests, make sure everything's good. Seems like everything continues to be good, which is great this morning. And I got a new phone yesterday, and I went to bed a little bit early last night because I wasn't feeling so great. So I went to bed about 11:15 last night, and I made sure to set my new phone. I made sure to double check the alarms just in case, so that I wouldn't be late, so that I wouldn't miss the Rise and Grind with you guys. And so I set the alarms, made sure everything was set, and I went to sleep. And then this morning, I woke up late. I woke up freaking late, dude. I woke up late. I looked over at my phone when I woke up, and it was 6 o'clock in the morning. I normally get up at 4:50. And so instantly, panic sets in. I'm like, holy crap. And I look and I have messages from Rise and Grinders. I've got a bunch of messages on my phone like, hey, where you at? Did we miss the Rise and Grind? Wakey, wakey. Just all these messages. My worst nightmare is coming true. And I thought about it. I started, kind of scrambling a little bit. I'm like, wait a minute. Well, we got this new phone, so maybe because of I probably need to buy breakfast, Tom. We got this new phone, and I'm thinking like, okay, so I got the new phone, and I set the alarm, and so I can easily, tell my Rise and Grinders, just let them know that I screwed up on this new phone. No, no problem. I'll just tell them that, and then my brain kicks in and is like, no, don't. Don't tell them that, even though, it could possibly be true. Don't tell them that. No. What you need to tell them is that you have been under the weather. You haven't been feeling good. So because you haven't been feeling good, that's why you slept till 6 o'clock. So my brain says, okay, that's a reasonable excuse. You could just tell them that you slept till 6 o'clock because of that. Or then my brain kicks in and my brain says, what's up, Jeff, AJ, Jamie? You guys, good morning. I'm just telling everybody how embarrassed I am about the fact that I slept in a little bit. I didn't wake up until 6 o'clock today, which is bad considering I have a show called Rise and Grind that starts up at 5:30. And my biggest fear was that I was going to sleep through it. So anyway, so just catching you guys up now that you just jumped in. This is a great opportunity for you. So anyways, so my brain kicked in and my brain said, tell them that it's because you got a new phone. That's why you're late. Then my brain kicked in and said, good morning, Frank. Then my brain kicked in and said, tell them it's because you're feeling a little under the weather. That's why you woke up late. Then my brain kicked in and it said, just tell them that you had some technical difficulties because you've been having technical difficulties with your system anyway. Just tell them that you had technical difficulties. And that's why you were late. Tell them that being late for the Rise and Grind had become one of your biggest fears. And so as one of your biggest fears, you created it. You created this own situation where you're late for your show called Rise and Grind. So all of these things kicked in on my brain. And my brain also told me not to go live this morning. My brain said, you know what, dude, just don't do it. Just don't even go live, bro. Just like, tell them you had some technical difficulties. Don't jump online and just don't even go live. These are all the things that kicked in to my brain. But then I'll tell you, my boys kicked in. Okay. All of my boys kicked in. All the people that I listen to on a daily. Les Brown jumped in my head real quick. Grant Cardone jumped in my head real quick. My boy Hank Norman, he jumped in my head real quick. Okay. TD Jakes jumped in my head real quick. John Maxwell jumped in my head real quick. Jim Rohn jumped in my head real quick. Tony Robbins jumped in my head real quick. Josh Cummins jumped in my head real quick. All these guys, they all jumped into my head real quick, and they all told me the same thing. They all said, hold on a minute, Glenn Lundy. Hold on a minute, superstar. You're not perfect, bro. You're just human, bro. You're not going to be mistake free, bro. The key is to be able to face your problems. When you make a mistake, the key is to be able to go live in front of those you care about. Go live in front of all your friends. Go live in front of your fans and the people that you're encouraging. The key is to press record. Press record and go live and admit that you are not flawless. Admit instead that you are flawed. That you are flawed and mistakes can and will be made. That's the way God made us. If we were perfect, we can't grow. You can't grow out of perfection. You grow out of your failures. You can't get better when all is great. You get better when things go wrong. That's when you get better. Sean Hayes, good morning, my friend. Good morning. I didn't trick you, buddy. I was actually just explaining to everybody. I was explaining to everybody how my biggest fear happened this morning, and that's that I would have a show called Rise and Grind where I get on at 5:30 every morning and I would sleep in. So I realized it. I realized it today, and it was a gut check. It was a gut check, and it was also a reminder. So the two things I learned, this morning from this experience, are actually I learned quite a few things. But first of all, I'm not going to be perfect. I'm never going to be perfect. I'm going to make I'm going to screw up every once in a while. And being a person that's a little more out there and a little more public, I'm going to screw up. But guess what? I'm going to be back on here again tomorrow morning at 5:30 a.m. I'm going to rise and grind again. I'm going to do it again, and I'm going to learn from this experience. I'm going to learn, like, holy crap, maybe I got to go rise, go grind, Jeff. Go grind, my buddy. Maybe I got to do something a little bit different. Maybe I got to set additional alarm, or maybe I got to, I'm going to do something, but I'm going to learn something from this experience. I'm going to learn something that's going to make me better, that's going to make me stronger, so that I can be there even more so for you guys, so that I can be there even more so for all my employees over at Dane Cummins. You know, I'm a riser and grinder. Don't get me wrong. I woke up late, but I'm still 2.5 hours ahead. You feel me? That's one of the great things about being a rising grinder. I can wake up an hour late and still be 2 hours, 2.5 hours ahead of the game. But the other thing is it was a reminder for me, because normally it's really easy, Normally it's really easy for me to just wake up 4:50, but it was a reminder to me about how powerful the brain is and how the mind tries to keep us out of these uncomfortable situations. I mean, as soon as I was late, my brain made so many excuses. I mean, it just told me so much stuff, man. Like, blame the fact that you're sick, blame the fact that you got a new phone, blame the technical difficulties. Like, my brain instantly was trying to protect me. It was my brain was screaming, don't go on there, don't go live and tell people that the Rise and Grinder freaking slept in. Just don't do it. Like, my brain was trying to protect me. And it was just a reminder, man, this thing is powerful. You got to fight this guy. You have to fight this guy every single day. If you are going to grind and you are going to achieve the success that you want to achieve, you're going to hit the goals that you want to hit, you have to fight this guy constantly. He's going to try to keep you comfortable. He's going to try to keep you safe. He's not going to want you to do things that are going to hurt, do things that are going to embarrass, do things that are going to make you look bad. He's going to try to keep you from all of that. So you got to fight him. Fight him. And the best way to fight him, the only way I was able to fight him today, is all my boys kicked in. My whole crew kicked in. The guys I listen to every day, the guys I study every day, they all kicked in, man. Les Brown was right there, man. Les Brown was right there. He said, man, look, if you can look up, you can get up. If you can look up, you can get up. And as I'm laying there in bed, Les Brown pops into my head. I'm laying there and I'm embarrassed. I'm ashamed because I woke up a little bit late, and I'm laying there, and Les Brown says, man, if you can look up, you can get up. So Les Brown's in my head, man. He's there. And John Maxwell's in my head with his laws of leadership. And John Maxwell's like, dude, bro, you're a leader. Leaders admit when they're wrong. Leaders admit when they make mistakes. Leaders always have integrity. They don't lie. They always tell the truth. That's what makes a good leader. So John Maxwell popped into my head. Les Brown popped into my head. And my buddy Josh Cummins popped into my head. Josh Cummins is like, I don't care if you make mistakes. I just make sure you admit to them and fix them. Make them right. Don't make them again. That's my boy Josh Cummins. He's serious as what now? he's about to hit the gym right now, and I'm not gonna be there. He's gonna be like, what the heck? So he's gonna give me grief later. But anyways, guys, I better get out of here so I can get my day rolling, even though it is now a little bit behind. But hey, thank you. Yeah, Rick Frank, man, you gotta fight that guy in your head, dude. I'm telling you, you gotta fight that guy in your head. Hey, thank you guys. I loved all the fact that I woke up to a bunch of messages like, hey, where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? This is the Rise and Grind. It will normally air at 5:30 a.m. 97% of the time. Apparently. No, I'm gonna try to have it here every single day, Monday through Friday, 5:30 a.m. I will try to have this show on the, not try, I'm committing to having this show on the air today. Obviously, I screwed that up a little bit, but hey, it's all right. It's only episode 4, I think. So I'd rather screw up early with my loyals and my boys that love me that are jumping in here than later. So hey, I hope you guys have a fantastic day. I know that I am encouraged and lifted up by the lessons I have already learned in the first half an hour that I've been up today, even though I woke up late. It was a great life lesson for me. So I hope you have an incredible day. I hope you kill it today. And thank you guys for joining in for the Rise and Grind. I'll see you tomorrow morning at 5:30. All right, you guys have a great day.